I went yarn shopping yesterday and met a very lovely lady from Mountain Home. Her name is Shelly of Sassy Stitches. She's on Facebook, and I believe she's also on YouTube. We met up at the Dollar Tree, did some chatting, did a little shopping, forgot a few things. That was my fault. And then we said our farewells and went in our directions. I went to Walmart where I did some yarn shopping. And while doing my yarn shopping, look who runs into me again was Shelly. Thank you, Shelly. It was fun meeting you too. And seeing that she is so close, and once a week now I have someone I can at least go and visit. So that was nice. Okay. When I went shopping, I took my unicorn bag with me. And I didn't exactly fill it up. I had to put a limit on myself because if I didn't, I would never hear the end of it. So I did have to put a limit on myself. But that's, you know, we all have to at some point and all. Okay, my Walmart did get in the new Comfy Cotton Blend in the solids. There were 5 of them. A brown, a tan, a red, a blue, and then a white or a cream color. And the one that they had mixed in with it was the original whipped cream that they had released previously. They also had the mixed up ones, the blueberry muffin, the sugar cane and such. And I grabbed blueberry muffin. Okay. And it is nice and soft. This yarn is a little bit of a challenge to work with because of the additional strand that wraps around the color. So, excuse me, you're going to work with this. I suggest that you just crochet just a little bit slower than what you're used to because you don't want to snag it. And unfortunately, I had that experience and very quickly realized I need to slow down just a little bit so that the yarn slides smoothly off the hook, but you don't want to snag that one strand that wraps around the colors, okay? And I like this one. And if you think about it, I don't know if any of you have picked up any of the previous colors, but this one looks like the darker version of Cloud 9, which is also purple and blues, but they're softer, hence its name Cloud 9. And then this one has pretty much the same colors. There's some green in this one. So to me, they almost look like they would pass as sisters or cousins or however you want to call it. Okay? All right. They also got in the ombre. I don't know if they had all 5 colors before I walked in, but all I could find were the 4. The one I so wanted was Harmony, the one that looks like denim. Well, because somebody had already wiped out the Harmony color, I settled for the gray one in Cool. And I got 2 of these. I was told about a simple purse pattern, and I got these. Like I said, I wanted the blue for it instead, but I went ahead and got these 2. And I am going to try that purse pattern with these. Okay? These next 2 are regular mandala. Excuse me again. I did find one of their new sparkles called Nova. It's a soft palette. It's beautiful and all. I just felt that close to $5 for 3.5 ounces was, I don't know, a little bit pricey. So I went ahead and left it. Otherwise, I would have grabbed at least one. Okay. However, out of the new colors that Lion Brand introduced, one of them I wanted to get and they didn't have it at the time, or I didn't see it, was Peacock. So when I go back next Friday, I'm going to see if they've got the Peacock in. However, I did get this one. And it is called Cupid. With all of those reds, pinks, okay? And then the other one I picked up is Liger. And you can see those colors. Now, the one thing I noticed on the label with the colors on both of these, okay, is that there's a cream color in there. Okay? And I noticed it on both. All right? More evident here. And the one thing I've learned with the mandala colors sometimes is that they don't transition from that dark color to the light color. Excuse me. And I took another look at the 2 cakes that I brought home, and I made a decision. I'm going to do some yarn surgery, but not the kind of yarn surgery that pulls these things completely apart. I did come across one video where the preview clip had like 6 cakes of the same yarn, and the person was literally pulling them apart and trying to match up the colors to make them all one ball cake in solid colors, not the self-striping like these are. Okay, my yarn surgery will entail separating here the white from this red and attaching this pink to the center so that the color scheme will start with white and transition through all the pinks and the reds. So I think that would look nice doing that, okay? And with this one, it seems like it would do the same thing. So I've got white, pink, some mauve or rose, followed by some lavender, touch of blue in there somewhere, and then this light turquoise and this dark turquoise, or medium turquoise on here on the outside, okay? But yet there's all that turquoise there in the center. So I figure what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to take that turquoise out, attach it to the end, and again start with the center color, or start with that cream color, and work the pattern out. And I think it'll stand out a little bit better. I did have one where I used Wood Nymph, and when I started it, I started with the cream at the top of the shawl because it's the basic granny triangle, okay, is what it is. I just, off the top of my head, and just ran with it. And when I started that one, I found that the cream color was so big in the pattern that it was taking away from the rest of the colors that were in the cake. So I went back, pulled it apart, started with the cream color at the top, and then transitioned down through the rest of the colors. I matched up the 2 colors, tied them together, and kept on going. I also found that I needed a second cake to make the shawl big enough for me. And when I did, I took that cream color in the second cake, removed it, and connected the next color in line, and just finished working it down. And I found for me that worked better because the cream color section is so large that it was taking away from the rest of the colors. And the rest of the colors in Wood Nymph are everything from pink to lavender to mauve to a gray, and They're all like light colored flower colors in those colors and all. And I decided that that was just easier. It really was. Okay, so that was my yarn run at Walmart yesterday. And my husband looks at me and says, "More yarn." And I says, "If I'd had my way, there'd be more in that basket." Cut me some slack. Because, like I said, I wanted the Nova, but went ahead and decided that the price on it was just a little too high for 3.5 ounces. They had the rainbow one with the sparkle in it. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the name of that one. But I got to thinking about it on the drive back, that one would have been perfect to go with my block for create something based on a movie. Well, my favorite movie is Legend with Tom Cruise and Mia Sara. That cake would have been perfect with white for whatever I would have put together with it. So, I've told Brian that if there's at least one cake, I would like to get it next week, and he says, well, we'll see. So, it's going to be a behave yourself for the week in order to get just the one. So, it's going to be interesting. Okay? But, they're nice. I love this color run with Liger. It's really, really nice. But like I said, I also wanted to get the peacock, and it wasn't there. And then the Cupid is definitely one for Valentine's. Or if you left the white off, it would work for Christmas. When you think about it, with all those reds in there. Okay? So everyone is going to have their own. The other comfy cotton blend that came out that I wanted to get, but I really had to tell myself I can only have one. I had to choose. That was the sugar cane, because it was so soft in colors. They're really muted and all. I don't know what's going on. But I went ahead and left that one, and when I get through some of this new stuff, hopefully before the end of summer, he'll let me go ahead and have some more yarn, because it's a lot of work, but it's rewarding enough. Okay. Shoutouts. Hang on. Okay. The first 6 shout-outs, okay, will be Jennifer from Froggywentaknitting. She uses a lot of sock yarns to make socks, and she's got a whole bunch of variety of different socks. She's a kick in the pants with it. And she did her own yarn haul yesterday as well. And she posted that one. And she got some of those new yarns also from Walmart. The next one is Crafty Nomad. No, that's not it. That's not it. Hang on. Hang on. Whoops. Upside down. No, it wasn't. No, nope, that's Nona. Crafty Nomad. Okay, I was right the first time. Crafty Nomad by Kim Pettis. She, from what I noticed in one of our chats, she does amigurumi, and she focuses her channel also on family and what they do, their adventures and so forth. So she's a sweet gal, and I look forward to getting to know her some more. Okay. Nichole from Addicted to Yarn. She's a mom of 3 kids, and she's a lot of fun. I've been chit-chatting with her on Facebook, and because I'm going to be in her neighborhood later sometime during this year, we're hoping to meet up, and we'll work out that detail more as time progresses. The next one down is Michelle Bertram. Her channel escapes me at this point, as does Nightingail Crochet, and that will be in the description box because it's not spelled the traditional way that we spell it here in the States. She is from Australia, and she sounds like she will be a lot of fun also. And her time difference is the same as another podcaster from Australia. As a matter of fact, the next one down also. And they're in Australia, so their time difference for us is like almost 18 hours. And the hiccup is that here in the States, if it's Saturday, it's Sunday down there. The other thing that they are also approaching is we are approaching our spring and summer season here. They are preparing for their fall and winter down there. That much I also do know. And number 6 is Earl Grey Crochet. Like I said, she's also in Australia. She had a video where she was showing us her time lapse of the Desert Winds Triangle shawl by Make and Do Crew, and that was where I picked up the pattern to do from, was Earl Grey Crochet. And the one thing is that she doesn't put out a lot of videos, but she's a spunky little girl. I like her, and she's just one that you want to sit and listen to. You really do. And I love her crochet projects that are in one of her videos where she just walked you through them, especially the ones on the bookcase. They were a lot of fun. But she's the one who introduced us to this particular pattern in the crochet world. And I went and looked it up, saw how easy it was. And like I said, I've whipped up 7 of them. If you count the Dawn to Dusk, where the only difference is that it's the size of the yarn. That's all. So it's a lot of fun. She's a joy, and give her a listen to also. Okay? As I said, these first 6 will be linked in the description box below. So please have fun. Go check out their channel. And in the next podcast with updates, I will do the next 6, and we will go from there. Okay? Everyone have a good day. Have a good weekend. And I'll see the ladies tonight in Zoom. Have fun. Bye, everybody.